Hi everyone, and thank you for stopping by. Welcome to this very nice video in which I will be showing you 6 very important steps that you need to make or take, depending on the English, to bring your guitar back to life. Of course, in this episode I'm talking about electric guitars. Part of running a studio is maintenance, a lot of maintenance, I think it's called. I can never remember that word. My wife will vouch for that. If you want to see a acoustic guitar version of this video, I will leave it, it's gonna pop up right here somewhere. The 6 steps that we're gonna talk about in this video are basically just a setup, a guitar setup, but we're gonna split it in 6 parts. Cleanup of the guitar and how to hydrate your wood. Second is going to be the lubrication of the nut. Then we're gonna put the strings and intonate the strings. So a 12 fret, we're gonna have the perfect intonated octave. After that we have neck relief, so we make sure that we don't have fret buzz. The 5th step is going to be string height. We want to make the instrument as easy to play as possible so that you can focus just on playing your best guitar solo. And the last step, pickup height. And so we are going to make sure that we get your guitar back in shape so that it feels like a new instrument. This is one thing that I always love about doing a new setup or changing strings, changing everything. It feels like a new instrument, and you don't need to go and buy a new guitar. I know, everybody wants to buy a new guitar, myself included. But when you don't have money, you can do these steps. The only things I'm going to use today are the strings. Today we are using 7-string regular slinky from Ernie Ball, 10 to 56. A brush, just a normal brush. Cloth, Dunlop 65, lemon oil, little tool thingy. We're gonna need a screwdriver for the intonation and the pickup height, and also a Allen key, I think it's called, or wrench, I'm not sure, for the saddle height. And to lubricate the nut, I am using usually a graphite pencil, and I just get in the slots with this. But some people I've seen use oil. I don't know exactly what kind of oil. I don't think it's kitchen oil. Also not engine oil. I'm not sure what, but some sort of oil. So these are the things we're going to be using today. Let's get cracking. First thing that I do is unwind the strings a bit. I want the string to come out straight out. If you would say, yeah, but this is easier to do because I have a hardtail bridge on this guitar. The only thing I do different on a tremolo guitar or Floyd or something like that, I have this steel ruler, and what I do, I just press it so I have space underneath. I put this down here and it rests on it, and when I unwind the strings, this will stay at the same height. And other than that, the process is the same. I don't do anything different for a tremolo guitar. If I do it wrong, you let me know. Okay, once the strings are unwound, I just have to unlock the screws. Go. Now on the other side I just take them out. I take all the ball ends just to make everything nice and neat. Take all the ball ends together and make them round. So basically how they come in the package. Now the first step I do is clean the guitar. I usually start with the little brush and start going around the tuning pegs and take the dust. I just do the same around the pickups, in between the pickups, in between the bridge and the pickup. It's full of dust between the saddles and under the saddles, and that's something we try to remove, of course. And when I go like this, you can already see the difference, and also inside of the screws. Now I take my cloth, usually a cleaner cloth than what I have here, but this will do it, and go on all the big parts, the body. The next step is taking care of this dry fingerboard. Why we do this is the wood in time it dehydrates, and this makes the neck unstable. This is a I think rosewood, but it makes it unstable. It shifts back and forth, and also in time I've seen some really old acoustic guitars that the wood would crack on the fingerboard. Of course, this is after tens of years in which nobody took any care of it, but yeah, you want to avoid these kind of things. And also it plays so much better, it feels so much better on your fingertips. So that's why we do that. The way I do it, I take my lemon juice and spray a bit on it, and then with my cloth I just spread it first on all the wood, and then I start cleaning it. A lot of dead skin comes out, and that is not nice when you play. Now I let the lemon oil go into the wood, and I started buffing out the stains on the finish. And now for the other side, I don't really use any special oil. I either use the same oil that's on the cloth already, or I just steam it, like, and then just buff it out. I'm gonna do the same for the back now. Oh, and this side is pretty dirty. Now I am going to lubricate the nut, taking my pencil, going inside and just basically drawing inside, so it has a layer of graphite. Next on our list is putting back the strings. Ta-da! Turn the guitar upside down. By the way, thank you so much for doing this with me. I appreciate you tuning in and seeing what I'm up to, leaving comments. I really appreciate all of that. I want to also thank everybody for the feedback I got on the new series video, the video where I played guitar for that Christmas Carol. I was so overwhelmed, but in a good way, with all the comments, and yeah, so many of you guys subscribe to my channel, and that helps me a lot. I really appreciate it. I saw that YouTube started suggesting it on the side of videos, and I am so humble. Please consider subscribing if you want to see more. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure to hit the bell icon. Now that I have all the strings in place, I just run them through the pole here. Make them straight but not too tight. This is pretty loose. It's loose enough. And tighten. And then I just turn it so that the end of the string is on the outside, like that. So I have enough space to do the other ones. Ah, come on. This B string has a wheel of its own. Now I just turn the string upside down and I go with the pliers inside and cut the string. I do it because I try to get away from the finish as much as I can, because I scratched a few guitars and now I just want to make sure that I don't do any damage to any guitar. Now I am going to tune the guitar. I have a Fender clip tuner thingy. I'm putting it up there and start tuning. First I'm gonna tighten them with the string winder so it goes faster. And make sure that you wind the string straight and under the tuning peg, because we try to make the strings be as straight as possible when they pass the nut. That's why some Gibsons have big tuning issues, especially with the G one, because my G here is straight, as you can see. But if you have a classic layout, it's going to be straight and on the side, and so the G string goes at an angle, and the friction that goes there is making the string not stay in tune or not tune easily, and that's why we try to make it as straight as possible. The next point in our work here has to be done in playing position. Fresh cup of coffee. I'm gonna retune the guitar. First, we are going to check our neck relief. I press on the first string, in my case the low B, on the 12th fret and on the 1st fret. And there should be around the 5th space just the tiniest amount of space a credit card should be able to go through. That's how close it should be, but not touching, right? And mine seems to be fine, and I expected this because I've done it before for this guitar. But if it wouldn't have been right, you need to adjust the neck. Mine has a wheel right here inside. Your guitar might have an Allen key right here. With this one, if I wanted to go further, so when I look at the neck, if I wanted to go to the right and have a bigger bow, then I would have to put the key inside and turn it to the right. The one that's up here, I do not know which direction. I would assume is the same because it always confuses me. I found some guitars that were the other way around, so now I just don't know which version is right. But turn it and you will find it. The string height is not right. So I have no string buzz, but I feel, especially here, I feel like it's too high. And I'm going to change that then. This is a 1.5 Allen screw. I just put it inside, unscrew it the tiniest amount so the string goes lower. And the same measure I'm gonna go with all the strings. Now I have a bit too much buzz, so I'm gonna My brother is ordering food. I don't know if you can hear him. He was just ordering food. I cannot wait to move. Still too much buzz. It's normal to have string buzz with electric guitars. You just, if you play like 60 to 70% of the power that you stroke with, you shouldn't have buzz. If I go hard, yes. But that's really hard. Only the E and B strings can go further down. Pickup height. This pickup is lower than this pickup. They're not equal. And we have to address that. Normally, I take that metal ruler that I told you about and check to see from the bottom of the string till the poles, these screws, the poles on the pickup. And this is 2.5 millimeters. And the neck one is 3.5 millimeters. So I need to bring up this neck. How I do that is I put my screwdriver inside. On the sides there are two, I think are called Phillips screws. Phillips screws, yes. I have to make them loose, and that takes the pickup up. Now I will measure again. Still 0.5 millimeter to go. I could go higher with it, but it started to raise above the frets. And so, instead of raising it some more, I'm going to take down the bridge a bit, the bridge pickup. Now they are equal, and you have to see that also the high E strings are also equal. So I need to raise the bottom part of the bridge. And this brings us to our final point of this video, which is intonation. Normally it should be pretty good because I've done this a few times on this guitar. Should be good. So as you can see here, the E is in tune, but when I press on the 12th fret, is just a little bit flat. So what I do is a bit counterintuitive, this part. If it's flat, you have to loosen the saddle so it goes further in, not outward. Let's check again. These are the 6 steps that you can do today to improve your guitar, and with a good instrument that's well set up, it will take you further in your playing. One tip at the end of the video: don't try to reset your guitar and intonate it and do the string relief, the neck relief and everything. Don't try to do it with old strings, because that would give you a bad reading, and when you change the strings it will not match anymore. Alright, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope this video taught you new things, new ways of doing things. If so, please leave a comment down below if you have a different way of doing stuff. Also, please let me know. I am open to learn. I want to learn new things. So as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, leave a like, and I will see you at the next video. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye.